Hello, Power Armor Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Factorio with me, BlueAnkylo. In our last episode, we started doing some blueprint construction warfare, and off camera, I've pretty much perfected the craft. Well, it's not perfect, but it's definitely optimized anyway. Also researching some random stuff, just finishing off the last few. Doesn't require purple research. Purple is still the hard one to get. We need lots of alien artifacts. And I'm a little bit short still because I spent them all on Power Armor Mark II. Yeah, baby. So this stuff has pretty high resistance, I would say, compared to even the old stuff. 10, 20, and 10 compared to 7, 15, and 8. So I'm expecting good things. Let's see. It's also much larger. So if we equip it, should have a much nicer grid to play with. I guess we want to unequip all this junk. Alright, so the new power armor. Obviously we're going to want the portable fusion reactor. So that's number one. We may even want 2 of these. I don't know. It depends on how the power use goes as time goes on. We'll keep not the power armor. Where's my exoskeleton? I figure with this much space we ought to keep the exoskeleton in there, right? And I'm going to throw in, I made a couple more Mark II energy shields. We're probably going to want more eventually. I like how that's fitting. That's a good start. I've also got a fair number of batteries. I made a couple more again. Don't have enough resources to go absolutely crazy, but there's some more Mark II batteries. And I suppose I could throw in more laser devices, basically, at this point. We've got so much space, I can kind of play around a little bit more with the upgrades. So I'm pretty happy. I'm not sure what the perfect mixture of reactor to battery to all the other stuff is going to be. I think I'll keep the exoskeleton because moving fast has become very, very useful. I would not expect you can stack those and make multiple exoskeletons. I have to assume that 30% bonus move speed is just flat. It doesn't matter if you add more exoskeletons. Although keep in mind it does use 200 megawatts or 200 watts. I forget about that. It does use 200 out of our 750 just goes to the exoskeleton. That's kind of good to remember actually. And whatever, we'll see how this goes. I'm sure the lasers and stuff actually drain our energy even more, but whatever. We'll have lots of space. We'll upgrade. We'll throw in stuff as we build it, basically. I'll upgrade my shield and all that. The main thing is, though, we don't actually fight a whole lot anymore, now that I've got my new little trick. This little is the newest addition to the factory. We input electric engines and all that stuff, and output robot frames. So this way we'll be slowly crafting a few logistics and construction robots. It's not very quick, but it does make a few. One of the things that happens when we're doing our battles with our giant arrays of construction armies is we do lose the occasional construction robot. The worms shoot them down pretty quickly if they get a chance. The big worms. Anyway, so we're just gonna wait for daytime, and then we're gonna go take on a huge fight, and I'll show you how it works now that I know what I'm doing. It's probably a good idea to bring a couple roboports, maybe 2 or 3. You're going to want probably, at the very minimum, enough construction robots to put all your lasers down in one pass. So I think I've got 3 rows of how many? 14. So I got 14, 20. I've got 42 lasers basically, plus a couple more for power. So you're going to want around 50 construction blocks at minimum, plus a few more for they get destroyed. That's my minimum I would require, is at least as many so you can do one full set at a time. And lots of lasers, obviously. They don't get destroyed too often, but it's nice to have them. It's also good to have a couple repair packs, and then the bots will repair the lasers as they get damaged. And of course lots of substations and lots of big poles, because we are relying on getting there. Now this will only work if you have a sufficient energy grid, and we have a ton of energy. That's one of the things that I've been good at, is upgrading my systems off camera. We can store a ton of juice in the accumulators. Even if for some reason the steam engines go down, we're nearly okay just off of solar. yeah, solar is is purple, is orange now. One of those colors. So we get way more power from solar than the rest, which is good. Anyway, let's get out there, right? Let's try it out. It's daytime. We got aliens to kill and artifacts to steal. So we'll go back to that desert one that's not quite the desert. I also have another surprise for you that I learned. I have the best way to deal with forests. I wish I'd known this earlier, because this is... Don't forget, Blue, you need to actually bring electricity. Okay. One of the handy things is you can actually bring electricity from your car. So we're just going to power it up in this direction. Oh, jeez. You can't deconstruct from your car. And I put it just out of range of the next one. So it takes a little bit of time connecting the power grid. This is the weakness of my current system, is that the further away you are from base, the more poles it takes and the longer it takes to set that part up. And I just ran right into a tree. But you can kind of get a good feel for it once you get the hang of placement. I actually mean to go up through this forest. Okay, so we're going to deal with a forest for once. So how do we deal with forests, you ask? Well, it's not that hard. I'm going to put a substation down just so I can place this stuff into the forest a little bit further. There we go. We're going to put down a roboport out here. If I can find a spot. I'm going to let all my construction robots free. Freedom, my friends. And then using the deconstructor, not caring anything about other than not selecting your roboport, we're going to just get rid of all the trees. Isn't this great? Now, the problem... Okay, I forgot one thing. The only problem is they have nowhere to put the wood. They actually harvest the wood. So anyway, there you go. That's how you deal with forests. What do you guys think? Is this better than chopping them down manually? I mean, the flamethrower was pretty good for trees. But this, I think this takes the cake, right? Once there was a forest, now there is no more. And the more construction bots you bring, the faster it would go. So I'm pretty happy with this. And that'll do. So while that's continuing on, let's continue our power line. I guess I'll leave that substation there for once, for a change. I love deconstructing forest. It's so much fun. Okay, we're almost at the enemy base. Good. Better go pick up my bots and stuff. This won't work if I don't have all my bots. Oh. I forgot about that. Wood. Okay, so that's maybe one of the other weaknesses. What do you do with all the wood? Let's just put it all in the car for now. And then we'll pick up our bots. Okay, who cares about that wood? It can just stay there. Yeah, I guess I forgot about that part. What do you do with all the wood when you... oh well, the car is good storage. And it'll all disappear if our car blows up, so don't worry about it. Wood is not a problem anymore. Alright, don't want to get too close. Let's just set up here, actually. So let's get a roboport ready to go. I'll move one a little bit closer if we need to, but for now this will work. Okay, release the bots. I love the bots, they're awesome. We want to get all of our turrets in there. Control left click to move all at one, not just one stack, but all stacks. And substations, there you go. So there we go. So we're going to take, what kind of direction are we looking here? Kind of upwards to the right. There's a bunch of stuff to the right, so we'll be aiming to the right. So we'll take the one that faces the right. That's... What? The blueprint picture is right facing, but after you select it, it's down facing. That's silly. Anyway, that's the one I was looking for. One thing I've done is I've changed the blueprint slightly to add a big pole behind it. It just means it's easier to put them farther away. I can jump a farther jump at once, and then these guys will place everything instantly. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, one thing then. Seeing as I did change the recipe, we actually needed to put some big electric poles in there. My bad. It didn't work because I forgot that. And I'll add a roboport up here just to be prepared for the next jump. just to make sure the bots get powered up. Okay, they're going to attack, and then after the attack, I'll put down the next layer. Alright. You do have to walk close enough that you can place it, I think. Nope, never mind, you don't. You can just put it wherever. So my trusty little bots, of course it's nighttime by the time I get all this set up. They're going to risk their lives to come out here. There we go. Except I messed it up. I didn't actually pay attention to make sure the power was connected. It's too dark. I can't see what I'm doing. That's my excuse. I'll get you guys deconstructing while we're busy out here. I should have put the storage chest closer earlier. Anyway, the laser turrets fight them off pretty well. Then we'll get the next one. I keep picking the wrong one. So you do want to make sure you put it within range of the previous power cable. That's the one rule that I broke last time. I blame the nighttime. It's harder to see what's going on at night. In fact, what I should do, and I'll probably do this between episodes, is I'll change these blueprints to actually add lights. I forgot to put lights in there. I've got a bunch, the lamps. And then you'll be able to see what's going on a little bit better. Oddly enough, they built the lasers before they put the pole down. It's kind of a silly way to do it. Oh well. As you can see, it's pretty effective. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. We're definitely clearing out these bases faster than I could have done on my own anyway, right? You saw me try to clear these out manually a couple times. This is much better. In fact, I can go help out now that we're almost done. We don't have to use them for everything. In fact, just having a protective army of lasers that close is really useful. So there you go. Plus we have better armor. That helps. So it looks like while our laser defense is shooting, I am actually not healing. My shield does not recharge as fast. So you know, I think I'm going to take those out. Because really, I don't care if we damage the enemy a little bit. What I really want is to stay alive. Move quickly, stay alive, maybe more batteries. We'll put a bunch more Mark II shields and batteries in there, basically. Maybe a second reactor. Depends on how fast or how slow it recharges. Anyway, there you go. That's one base done. Let's go find something else to destroy. Pick all that stuff up. Pick that up. Pick that up. The range gets extended by the roboport. That's why I like to bring a couple extra, is it makes sure you can keep building further and further away after you get started. I mean, you can always demolish stuff manually, it's no big deal. But I love the little bots. And it does take them a second to recharge, so there is always that. Anyway, there you go. So that was a pretty large base destroyed, I think. And let's continue upwards and do some more while it's daylight. While there's daylight to be had. Forget the cars, too much trouble. It's just going to get blown up. Oh, shoot. We got too close. That's my bad. Luckily, these guys are pretty weak. Alright, so let's pay attention. We're actually pretty close to the next one. Although, is this just a single? Okay, let's just take this out ourselves. This is nothing. Burn it down. Yeah, no problem. So now that our laser turret's off, I would say our shield is recharging a fair bit quicker. We're barely taking damage while we're kiting backwards. Just a little bit. I mean, it's only a couple big biters, but still. That wasn't too bad. I'm liking this this cool new armor we got. We need a ton of artifacts. I don't know. We could kind of keep count. We have 14 times 70 right now. So that's 700 and, well, say almost 1.5. Say, that's about 1,000 potion right now. We're probably going to need, like, well, some of them are, there's some that go up to 400 or 500 each. So we definitely need, I'd say, at least a couple hundred artifacts, which doesn't actually sound that hard anymore now that we're cleaning this stuff out so easily. What do you guys think? Did I figure it out, a good strategy? I'm pretty happy. One more tower and then we'll do another roboport attack. You have to put them right beside the big poles. They have a very small power supply radius, but it's not a big deal. Turrets and repair packs. Didn't I bring? Yeah, I got lots of repair packs. And also big poles this time, I'll try to remember. And medium substations. Okay, there we go. Got all ready. Release the bots. And upwards. Which one's up? Of course, the one that faces left would be the one to go up. Makes total sense. Oh, come on, put it down. I did not mean to put 2 down. Let's see what happens when you try to put 2 down. Overlapping each other. It actually works pretty good. That's not quite what I was expecting, actually. That was a mistake. It probably burned through more lasers than I normally would prefer, but no big deal. That's actually cool. So if you have an incredibly strong enemy, you can just layer a few out. You could put like 3 beside each other and you'd be totally safe. That's awesome, actually. It's customizable. Actually, what that means is you could make a smaller one. Well, but then you'd get multiple substations. I don't know. I like my setup. It works just fine. I haven't seen anything yet that this amount of lasers can't cut down like nothing. It cuts them down like butter. Okay, so we got more bases over that direction. I will rebuild, actually, to put it a little bit closer. That's a little bit too much of a walk. Or too much of a flight for my bots, specifically. Come on home, bots. I might even destroy some of this forest while I'm out here. Let's destroy one more of these big bases and then I'll call it good for now and we'll go back to base. And we'll talk about what's coming up next. Maybe get some research going. But I do think this setup is about as quick as you can do it. But as quick as I can think of so far. Because I can't see myself manually fighting these bases, basically. Like, they're just getting too strong to fight manually. We're gonna miss out on some turrets. The important thing is to make sure the power's good. Oh no, it won't let you place if there's trees in the way. Cursed forests. Alright, well, let's put those down for now. Put some light down so you guys can see what's going on. And then we're gonna let the bots clear out the way. Hopefully I don't lose too many to worms or anything. Actually, it worked pretty good. That was fine. And then we'll jump right a little bit further. Would that work? No, it actually... Okay, I need one more little line. Misjudged a little bit. Part of the problem, I guess, forests just suck. But yeah, you have to make sure there's room for the entire blueprint. I mean, they'll place them on top of enemies. That's not a problem. It's just trees that get in the way. Oh, my little army of lasers and bots. This is the way to do battle. This is way better than what I used to do. Isn't this an improvement? Make sure we have some space here. Is there any worms at this one? I don't think so. Do. Not much to talk about. We're just massacring these guys. Absolute massacre. And we might as well just fight the rest ourselves. No big deal. Now that we've taken out the bulk of the monsters. Test out this power armor a little bit. And then run away. Bravely run away. Let's put down another roboport so we can clean up some more trees here. There we go. And then we'll take out this base too while we're here, I guess. No big deal. Seeing as it's so close. Let's see. It's this guy. Can get him up to there. Pretty sure that'll all connect up just fine. I should have waited till all my bots were ready to go, because maybe they would forget to put the power down. Actually, I had enough to do the whole routine. That was fine. But it's a little bit risky if you put them all down. Like, if some of them are busy, I guess that's why you should bring spare bots. One of the reasons. You can do more things at once. That's powering that. This station's still a little bit too far away. Can we still reach there? Yeah, I think we can get close enough to reach it. This should hopefully destroy that base. Let's pick up some artifacts. You seem to get like between 2 and... I think I've seen up to around 10 per base. Depends, maybe some of the bigger bases spawn more at once or something. I don't know how it works. That should clear them out, or at least provide enough support that I can just walk in here and burn them down. And it could actually reach that one. The laser turrets have a surprisingly good range, I gotta admit. Alright, run away. Thanks to the exoskeleton, they can't even really catch me anyway, so it's pretty safe. Good! Well, there you go, guys. That's how you do it. That's how I do it, anyway. I could probably clear out every base on the map like this just by expanding around my network, my electrical grid, and my bot collection. My bot army at home will continue to grow. Every now and then I'll lose a couple construction bots while we're out, but I'll keep rebuilding them back at base. The only thing that could happen is the enemy could attack my base while I'm gone or something, I guess, if I haven't put up good enough defenses, seeing as I'm out for long periods of time. But I think I'm okay. Of course, we're going to have a bit of a wood problem here. There's going to be too much wood again, I betcha. You know how it is. So let's... No, it'll be fine. There you go. And we'll pick up the substations. Substations, I find, are more valuable than big poles. Big poles are cheap. But I don't like to waste substations when I can help it. So let's head back to base as quick can be. I think you'll find, actually, that my base is probably getting attacked a lot less now, because I've pushed back so many enemies that there's not much left that's close to my my actual main base. Good old car. The car is great for getting around quick. No questions about that. This is where I usually park it, so I can get to my copper base quick if I need to. Oh, look, actually, interestingly enough, I haven't really been paying much attention, but my iron mines are almost done. These guys are almost empty. This guy is empty. Those are stopped. Those are... Wow, actually, am I still making enough ore? No, look, the furnaces are half off. So the iron plates will be floundering because I ran out of iron plates, of course. But we don't care about that right now. What we care about is this part. Now, I could put better modules into the beacons, but I don't think the beacons really make a huge difference. It just saves me a little bit of time while I do this part. Because I like to manually watch it so that I can turn it off. So, throw the artifact. Let's throw half the artifacts in, because I know you need some to craft stuff. If I ever want to make another... Yeah, if I want to make a second fusion reactor, I'll need some alien, whatever they call them. I can make explosive rockets now. I haven't tried that yet. Anything else that's new and cool and exciting? We still have more train stuff I never really set up. I never got the signals to work. I really would like, actually, the wires. Let's make a couple wires. Let's see what this stuff does. Red wire? Huh. What can I connect it to? I can connect red wires between... But how does it control anything? Like, you can add these to the power grid, sure. Oh, it ran out of space. That's part of the problem. Don't want to waste electricity with those things running. That'd be silly. Put the purple in there. We'll have lots of purple from that, actually. It should last a fairly long time. And we're getting lots of extra. I mean, you get an extra... Whenever this purple bar fills up, you get an extra 10. It's great. But yeah, how do these wires work? What have I seen? There's a couple items in the game that I've seen that have options. Let's try a smart inserter here, just to see what the options are. I bet you can connect that up. Yeah, to a red one there. So if the red wire is connected or the green wire... So usually the way I've used smart inserters is just selecting a filter, and then I say, I want you to pick up purple, and it'll pick up purple, and not anything else. Or you can pick up 5 possible things that run down it and nothing else. So that's handy. If you had a conveyor belt that had lots of stuff on it, you could select out certain things. But how would it set the filter? I wonder if this will read how much is in a chest beside it. Like, so if I point the inserter or exserter, let's say, from here, so it would want to extract purple potions from the chest. Seems like you have to connect wire to a power line first. That's fine. And you can connect it to those. Okay. So, let's see. Red wire's connected and purple is greater than 10? We're going to test this out. Turn this off for a second. I want another chest to put them in. I just want to see if I can figure out how these things work, because I haven't actually used them before. And I've been interested, but I just don't know what to do. Okay, so purple science pack is greater than 10. Should be true right now. There's lots in there. What happens if it's less than 10? Doesn't seem to change what's going on. Maybe I have to have filter on that first. Okay. Well, that made it work. It's filling that one up. Now, will it stop at 10? Let's set it up a little bit higher. Stop at 100. This will be interesting. Red wire can... Or will the wire change state or something? I'll probably have to do some reading on the wiki or something to really get the feel for this. No, it went right past 100 like nobody's business. So the filter is purple, just going to keep going. No, it doesn't... See, it's not going right now because there's not enough... Okay, well that's probably a way to do it then. I don't know the ins and outs. But it sounds like this will only take out right now. Could I set it? I want it to take like out only until there's like, I'd like to see it pull out but always leave 100 behind. Like that's what I want to see from the less than thing here. But it's not. It seemed last time it just kept going anyway, right? Yeah, it just keeps going. So that's not how it works. If it's greater than 100, it just doesn't go at all. Yeah. I'm not really sure how it works exactly. I guess you'll have to do some research. I might figure it out off camera and then explain it to you guys later. But for now, whatever. Suffice to say, I mean, that red switch was keeping it off somehow. I don't know, you know, what all it was doing. I don't know how it was doing it exactly, but it's a start. Finish this off quick. We're gonna have we're actually having a pretty good stock of purple. We should be researching now. What do you guys think? What's good research now that we've got all this stuff? Always could use more logistics. The faster the logistic bots are, the better they are. Or we could start aiming towards rocket defense. We need rocket shooting speed, which requires all the other... Okay, maybe this is what we should start, seeing as we haven't researched any of those. And that will start us towards the victory condition, I think. Or I could learn what discharge defense is. Discharge defense? Easy for me to say. But yeah, most of the rest of the upgrades are just weapons. I'll probably get this for piercing shotgun shells, but it's no big deal. Inserter stack would make the trains go a bit faster, but other than that, it's not a big deal. My bots would carry stuff carry more stuff at a time. They'd move a bit faster, move really fast, move even faster, and still, I mean, it's a ton of research. Logistic slots for the character, that's how many lines you get here, so you can keep more of your inventory resupplied by the logistic bots. I think I wasn't actually done yet. You guys keep going. What else is there? Rocket damage, rocket speed. That's what we're going to research first, I guess. Rocket shooting speed bonus. Rocket damage. It's not very much. 10% isn't a huge deal. I guess I should try out some explosive rockets, seeing as I've never built any of those before. I mean, I don't really fight. The flamethrower seems to work really good on bases anyway. I think... Yeah, we got lots of explosives. And then I can just equip some of those. Maybe take out a few more. Make some explosive rockets. Takes one rocket, just sort of upgrades it with more explosives. Apparently I used up all my explosives. It uses up a lot. Oh, hey guys. How's it going? So we are still getting attacked every now and then. Got attacked at our copper station. I suppose I could probably make an iron station somewhere. There's a little bit of iron there, a little bit of iron there. I could connect up another iron area to bring back more to our base. But what's more likely is I'll just forget about it. And end up... well, all I have to do is move the furnaces, really. It's a mess. But I can mine a lot more iron and move the furnaces around. It's just, you know, spacing, basically. I actually really like bringing in copper plates from off base, because it means I don't have to mess with all the mines and furnaces really close. You know, it's kind of cool. Well, I think that'll do for today's episode. I'll probably off camera try to fill up my armor, and maybe next time we'll try with top of the line armor. We'll try to take on one of those bases. I don't know, maybe 2 reactors. I won't worry about the laser turrets, I don't think. But we'll see if we can fight an enemy base just on our own. Failing that, I'll spend some time off camera gathering up some more artifacts, because I'm doing pretty good at it, I think. I mean, we've definitely stockpiled a pretty good number of research just from there. That's about 750. I'd say there's at least 100 on the line, so we're at around 800 or 900 purple research. The blue research is backed up, so I mean, I imagine our labs are going at full speed, basically, for quite a while. I mean, I think the shortage is going to often be advanced circuits, and then sometimes also electronic circuits. It just depends on our supplies. Although at the moment, are we running out of plastic now? I thought I was good on plastic. There's always a new bottleneck. This is the plastic box over here. Sure enough, we're running out of plastic. Okay, well, that'll teach me. So what is it? We got lots of coal. Petroleum is pretty good. Crude oil is still... We've still got crude oil. That's not the problem. Petroleum gas. We got lots of light oil. Tons of light oil. A bit... we ran out of heavy oil. Whoop-de-woo. In fact, all that affects is... lubricant? Lubricant uses heavy oil. And... the flamethrowers. Well, I suppose the lubricant's sort of important if we want a couple... There's just a couple little things that use lubricant. It's not that big a deal. Whatever. I'm not going to worry about it. I could probably turn off... If I need more heavy oil, I could just turn this thing off. Let's just turn it off. That'll turn it off for now. And that way the heavy oil will stockpile up a little bit better for a while. But yeah, I guess, you know, because the petroleum gas is not stocking up, we must just be using it as quick as we can. Yeah. So we're using the plastic as fast as we can produce it. I would need more oil production, basically, more, because we're making petroleum gas through, I guess, okay, I could add more light fracking. That's right. Or I could turn them to be less efficient. I have the productivity one that slows them down a little bit. I suppose what it means is I should add a couple more of those to use up the light oil, and turn it all into gas, because the refineries are still working. But yeah, plastic is the new bottleneck. There's always something. But yeah, anyway, that's all for this episode, and I think for now I'm just going to forget about that. I'm just going to go destroy some enemy bases while I've got my cool laser cannons. It's pretty good fun. So yeah, thanks for watching, folks. I hope you have enjoyed, and have a great day.